This is the plaintiff, Thayer Campbell. She says she stored a car at the defendant's place of business, and when she tried to retrieve it, she was told the car was gone. Gone? What do you mean gone? Turns out her car was stolen while in his care. She's out the $2,000 it was worth and is suing the defendant for just that today. This is the defendant, Robert Erickson. He says the plaintiff bought a new car from him and asked him if she could store her old car on his property until she sold it. He told her no, but that she could park it on the street. Next day, the car was gone. He assumed she came back for it and thought that was that, until he was served with this lawsuit. He's accused of being careless with a car.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket, the plaintiff stored a car at the defendant's, and when she came back to pick it up, it was gone, but the defendant says he never even let her store the car. It's the case of, guess what's in store for you?
Thank you, Douglas. All right, Thayer Campbell.
Yes.
You are suing the Car Factory Incorporated, represented here by Robert Erickson. You're the owner. For $2,000, the value of a 2004 Dodge Caravan that was, I guess, towed according to their negligence. Tell me is what you're saying. So tell me what happened.
On 2014, on the 15th of December, I wanted to purchase a car. We stopped at the dealership, which is Car Factory. I spoke with Mike, which is the plaintiff with the platted shirt.
Okay, and what's Mike's name?
Mike Erickson, also, he's a salesman.
And what is his relationship to you?
My son.
Okay, come on up. It sounds like you're going to be front and center in a moment.
We stopped in the day before that.
Who's we?
Me and my husband, Stanley.
Come on up. You're going to be front and center. Okay, go on.
We stopped in, we spoke with them. They said that I was interested in a 2007 Nitro. It was a Jeep. It was very nice. I had told Mike I like it. So he told me that he's going to see if he can get the Jeep for me. I went home. They immediately called me back saying it's good news to come in, I can pick up the car.
Okay.
I goes in. He asked me, what are you going to do with your plates on the old car? He said, Mike
What
said.
were you going to do with the old car?
He said, that's what he said to me.
No, I'm asking you, what were you going to do with the old car?
I was going to tell him that my husband was going to have his friend come tow it.
It wasn't working at all?
It was working.
Why does it have to be?
Because we would have to remove the plates.
Right, but those plates belong to that car. You're not allowed to use the plates.
That's what my insurance company was telling me. He told me if I would have kept those plates on that car, they would have charged me for two insurance, saying that they would give me new plates, but I would have to pay for the old car and still pay for the new car.
What did you end up doing? You took the plates off the old car?
He ended up offering. Mike ended up offering. He said, you don't have to go through all of that. I could remove the plates from my old car, and he have storage in the back, which he will gladly...
Wait, what did you do? You took the plates that were on an old car and put them on a new car and didn't do anything with the government? Like you didn't go into...
No. The insurance company took care of all of that. So that's when they faxed over the new insurance cards. So, in other words, the new car...
All right, so you put the tags on from the Caravan to the Jeep that night.
Yes.
You drive off. What do you do with the Caravan?
They offered to store it in the back of they lot.
Till when?
They didn't give me any time. He said I could call...
Till when did you think that meant?
Well, he said to me anytime that he wanted me to move the car, that he will contact me. That's what was said.
How big is your lot?
It's a small business in the Bronx, maybe 40, 50 cars.
Why would they allow you for more than a short period of time to keep your car there when...
I'm renting the car from them.
Business space.
I'm leasing the car from them. He told me anytime that he needed me to come pick up my vehicle.
But your lease comes with free storage of the other car. I mean, so how long did you wait?
About 8 months.
Yeah.
I was checking in. What does
checking in mean?
With Mike, asking him, is everything okay? I was checking in with my car.
Mike, watch this. Was she checking in?
Her husband was. She wasn't.
Okay. When is the first time you hear from husband?
3 months, at least.
3 months passed with not hearing from him?
Correct.
And that car wasn't bothering you?
It was, and it was a good deed that went bad. That's what really happened.
So so you guys don't call them in those 3 months and say you got to get the car out of here?
They weren't notified, but when they came to the lot and they were notified in person to get the car out of the lot.
No. But for 3 months you didn't mind? That's what I'm asking. All right. So then when the 3 months passed, did you call them or did they call you?
No, they came to Car Factory. No phone calls were ever exchanged.
Okay, so they come and what happens?
I told her husband, you got to come pick this car up. So he told me I'll be there tomorrow. Another few months went by. He came by again. Told him, you got to
I
get this
can't
car
believe
out
that
of
you
here.
didn't abandon it at that point.
We did, unfortunately.
The third time that he came in, that he said he was going to come pick it up, I parked it on the side block with no plates on it. And
No, but that's not what I meant. What I meant was go through the procedure of declaring it abandoned since it had been for 6 months or 8 months.
It costs a lot of money to do that for us.
Say it again?
It costs a lot of money to do that. The car wasn't worth doing that. It was
Right.
really junk. It was worth, for $350, so we didn't want to bother doing that.
Right, but so instead of calling the police and saying there's an abandoned car on my lot, I need it towed away, and having it towed to a police lot, you just figured, oh.
They don't do that in the Bronx.
They don't
Cops
do that?
really, that's not really what they do.
They'll do it if it's on the street, but not inside your lot.
Correct.
the last time that he came there, he told me he would be back tomorrow to pick the vehicle up, so that's the reason why I took it out. I never put it back inside the lot for, after the third time. About 4 or 5 days, because Mr. Campbell actually passed by and saw it on the sidewalk, because that's where we parked some of the cars. And he came inside and asked me why I was on the sidewalk. And I said, well, a couple days ago, you told me you're coming to pick it up. So I left it out there. I didn't put it back inside. Then a few days after that, sanitation or the cops, we're not really sure, somebody picked it up and took it to their yard.
So let me hear from husband.
Can I speak, Your Honor? That's not true.
Okay, so the defendant says after 3 months, I had a right to just put the car out on the street. Does the defendant have that right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because?
It's not a public garage. So.
Well, that's true. It's not a public garage. Does the defendant have a right? Who hasn't talked yet? You haven't talked yet. Does the defendant have a right to store that car?
No, he doesn't.
Or to put it on the street?
No, he doesn't.
Really?
No.
Okay. I'm surprised going inside the courtroom.
I recall 4 times I came by to see y'all. The car caught tickets, which I got the tickets right there. The car caught 2 tickets. Y'all paid for the tickets. All right, it was on your property. Y'all
Wait,
had
if it's on their property, how did it get tickets?
That's
They
what
got
we saying.
tickets.
They was moving it out without. I said to him, only thing you had to do was pick up the phone and say,
Wait,
Miss
did you
Campbell,
guys pay any tickets for
come
that?
get your car.
Yes.
Yes.
Wait,
Because
he
they
just
know
said,
it
your
was
son just said
responsible
yes.
for
Well, I didn't know about that, but
What
if we
happened? Did you know what your son was like? Was this kind of behind your back? Your son?
Yeah, it was. Actually,
Yeah.
that's why my response to you, if you read my response, I had to do some changes this morning on my response to you, so.
Because you learned about, I
Yeah.
wish to be a fly on the
Yes.
wall when your son told you, wait, Dad, actually, I got to fess up to a
Yes.
few things.
Yeah.
When
I
we-
was trying to be nice. All right,
we
so
com- when
wait,
we-
I need to hear from husband. I need to hear from husband. Don't talk.
Okay.
Nobody else talk because husband is not getting enough airtime here. And I'm trying to figure out how it is that you show up 4 separate times and never get your property off of their property.
Well, first of all, we had a good understanding when we first bought the first car from them. It was everything was good, but then I came by one day, drew by my truck, and seen the back window cracked out. It was in their care. If there's anything in my care,
What would you pay to what did you pay to have it in their care for 8 months?
he told us he can
And he-
keep
yeah, he
it in
said-
because we
I
bought
don't
a car.
doubt that. He has confessed to that.
Yeah.
I assume his father beat him with a stick when he told him that.
Absolutely.
Figuratively, not literally. Okay? I get that. That you actually paid tickets? He paid tickets. He was cutting you a break. He wanted to give you but when does it end for you? When does someone's kindness, and maybe stupidity, kindness, turn into, okay, now I got to get my property off of there? The guy says, that same guy who admits to everything that you are saying, much to the detriment of the wrath of
Of the
his
case,
dad,
right.
okay? That same guy says, but for the love of God, how long? He said, I'll pick it up tomorrow. I'll pick it up tomorrow. Are you telling me that for 8 months, you never said, I'll pick it up tomorrow, I'll pick it up Saturday, I'll pick it up, and then failed to pick it up?
No, I didn't say that.
No.
No, I didn't say that.
Never?
Judge.
Can
He's
I just
lying
add
on
one
that.
thing? It was
Yeah.
10 months, actually.
10 months.
Yes.
Not
And
8 months, 10
The
months.
average storage fee in the Bronx is $25 a day,
Yeah.
so do the math.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't need to do the math.
Right.
Because I only do the math when it's close. This
See,
is not close, folks.
he ordered it.
When is it your responsibility to get your property out of the free storage, which never encompassed 10 months? And your answer cannot possibly be, oh, they never said they had a problem, because I don't believe that. At some point, the darn thing was a problem. He is testifying, the same guy, honest enough to say, yeah, I paid the tickets, yeah, right. That same guy is saying, over and over, this guy would tell me he was going to pick it up, and over he didn't. So finally, at some point, we were done. And you even saw it on the side street and still didn't pick it up. Because it's not convenient for you. It's very convenient to have 10 months of free storage. Verdict in this case for the defendants.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you heard the gavel come down on the defendant's side. What's going through your mind here?
Well, what's right and right is, what's right is right and wrong is wrong. I mean, I feel he still could have just sent me a letter and said, Miss Campbell, come get your car, and I would have gladly came and picked it up.
Yeah. So you put it on him. It was up to him to contact you
Just to tell
get
me
that
to come
done.
pick the car up. That's it.
Uh-huh.
Without just parking it on a street.
What about up to you to go contact them and pick it up?
Okay, thank you.
All right, okay. All right.
How you doing?
This ever happened before?
No.
Free storage in the Bronx. Everybody, free storage
Yeah, yeah.
at your place.
No good deed goes unpunished.
Uh-huh.
So I have to get the stick ready for him now.
Yeah.
The judge gave me permission to beat him.
All right. You're all right. You learned a lesson, right?
Learned a great
Absolutely.
lesson.
What'd you learn?
I learned not to do any good deed for people.
Talk to the smart guy, the guy with the experience before you do anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Harvey?
Just so you know, forget about this case. The laws of abandonment vary from state to state, in some cases city to city. Go online and check where you live.